Most people believe Michael Jordan to be the finest player ever, making him one of the greatest players in NBA history. His accomplishments on both on and off the court are unmatched because no one has ever won 6 NBA championships in as many finals appearances. Jordan not only went unbeaten on the biggest stage, but he also made 14 All-Star appearances, won 5 MVP trophies, and a whopping 10 scoring titles. Jordan was influential off the field. He is the face of the well-known Jordan brand of sneakers, which command huge sale volumes everywhere. Mike was such a great player that he had an international following because everyone wanted to be like him. In addition, the Jordan shoes had a significant influence on hip-hop, basketball, and popular culture. Jordan obviously plays golf, where he strives to be the greatest as part of his competitive nature. Whatever Jordan has done or is doing right now, he's always generated headlines because he is a true superstar. Of course, wealth comes along with fame and success. Michael Jordan's estimated net worth has been put at over $1 billion, which is not surprising given the prominence of his brand. The 6-time NBA champion's impressive collections of high-end automobiles has already given a sneak peek. But it's time to go through some of his most expensive purchases. 10. Estate in Miami, $300,000. For a minimum of $281,000, Michael Jordan bought an exquisite waterfront property in Miami's Kendall neighborhood. Given that the GOAT wants to make sure that his house has as much vegetation as possible, it is reported that he spent more money to fulfill his wish. The Miami mansion property is about 5,500 square feet in size and boasts 4 luxurious bedrooms, 2 extravagant bathrooms, a spacious kitchen, and a magnificent swimming pool. Not to add that there's a fishing dock at the back of the estate where you can get away and relax while fishing. 9. Luxurious watch collections, $1 million. Michael Jordan adores his watches just as much as any other athlete. Jordan followers regularly claims that he rarely wears the same watch twice, which seems absurd given the high cost of all of his accessories. Michael has a unique collection of Rolex watches, which includes a Rolex Day-Date Premium, Day-Date Platinum President, but that does not imply he only wears those particular models. According to GQ, Michael reportedly possesses a Roger Dubois Excalibur Spider Pirelli watch with a skeleton dial and a bracelet crafted from winning Formula 1 race car tires. 8. North Carolina home, $3 million. This enormous estate, another of Michael Jordan's waterfront properties, was bought by him in 2013 and is located not far from Charlotte, North Carolina, and a famous golf club. Michael reportedly paid just $2.8 million for this house after the previous owner missed mortgage payment. This means Jordan purchased this property for less than $1 million, which suggests he will likely be able to sell it in the future for a healthy profit. This North Carolina residence has more than 1 acre of land and a 3-story building with more than 12,000 square feet of interior area. 7. Astonishing Car Collection, $10 million. Michael Jordan arguably owns the most amazing collections of automobiles, which includes legendary makes like this $3 million Mercedes McLaren SLR 722 editions and a $312,000 Ferrari 512 Maranello. Jordan tailored each of his iconic cars to suit his personal taste, and his name would be emblazoned in the license plates as well. The majority of the GOAT's classic vehicles were painted red because he was known to adore the color. If they weren't wearing red, you could bet they would still stand out. 6. Grove 23 Golf Course, $15 million. Everyone knows Michael Jordan enjoys playing golf unless they have been living under a rock. Even though he was the best basketball player ever, number 23 discovered golf as a fresh outlet for his competitiveness. Michael plays this sport, which differs from basketball in virtually every way from the majority of his retirement. Michael, on the other hand, likes to play at his own fast pace. He spent about $15 million to buy the Grove 23 golf course because he wanted a place to indulge his golf itch without having to fit in with anyone else. 5. Bears Club Home, $20 million. This massive 3-acre property, which is situated in the heavily guarded Bears Club neighborhood in Florida, is thought to be valued at about $20 million. Who would object if Michael Jordan had one of the most expensive mansions in Palm Beach history at that point? Michael has achieved things in sports that nearly no one has ever come close to, and he is worth over $1 billion. No sports icon can ever dominate a sport as much as Jordan did during his heyday except for Bill Russell and Tom Brady. The 28,000 square foot house is essentially 4 residences together. 4. Highland Park Mansion, $21 million. The famous residence of the former basketball great that conquered the world is Michael Jordan's Highland Park mansion in Illinois. The Chicago residence, which cost about $21 million at the time and now has a total of $50,000 furnished square feet, is regarded as the last trophy from Jordan's illustrious Bulls days. The handcrafted double grand staircase is one of this mansion's most recognizable feature. 3. A G550 Private Jet, $61.5 million. Since the six-time NBA champion has businesses all over the nation, Michael Jordan undoubtedly travels considerably more than the typical individual. Jordan made the extremely wise decisions to purchase a $61.5 million private plane rather than taking the typical travel path. For most people who are not as wealthy as Michael, buying a private plane is usually a ridiculous investment, but for the six-time finals MVP, it made perfect sense. Jordan is always able to travel as he wants whenever he wants. To evoke the University of North Carolina, Michael decided to paint his jet the school's colors of blue and white. Of course, the N236MJ symbol, which stands for his initials Titles 1, and jersey number was also added to decor the aircraft. 2. Luxury super yacht, $80 million. There isn't a single athlete worth at least $100 million who doesn't own a yacht. But the super yacht owned by Jordan is altogether different. From the wealthiest people you may know would find the $80 million price tag on Jordan's luxurious yacht to be surprising. Over 220 feet long, the yacht is said to cost around $1 million to maintain weekly. Exactly, per week. Jordan obviously adores the sea since he's spending so much money to ensure that he has the most luxurious experience. 1. Charlotte Hornets franchise, $175 million. Michael Jordan is not afraid to take chances, as evidenced by his compulsive gambling behavior. The GOAT bravely invested $175 million to acquire the Charlotte Hornets, a risky move given the potential consequences of owning a basketball team in a small market. It obviously did not for Jordan. In reality, the franchise reported value of nearly $1 billion alone helped him become a millionaire. For the foreseeable future, he will be the franchise major shareholder. Michael could literally have generational wealth for his entire family by selling his majority stake, but he seems to like his ownership role in the NBA. The GOAT was a six-time NBA champion who achieved feats that no Hornets players will probably ever match. Jordan seems to succeed in every area of life, whether it has anything to do with basketball or not. Therefore, if he can win a championship as the owner of the Hornets, he will be at the higher level of success. Alright guys, that's it for today. If you enjoyed watching, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well.